Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and it's my great pleasure and privilege to be with each and every one of you as we link arms to make Mannatech Australasia the best it can be. I partner with Dana Hunter and Gary Knapp for many, many years now to bring this Saturday training call to everyone, and we're excited to be here today and to introduce you to the whole field. We've met him at the leadership level a few times, but to Mr. Steve Elder. Now, I'll just give you a bit about his background. Steve is the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Mannatech, focusing on expanding the company's reach, strengthening its brand presence, and driving global sales growth across its diverse product portfolio. In this role, Elder collaborates closely with the executive team and regional leaders to drive sales, effectiveness, enhance associate and customer engagement, and foster a culture of innovation within Mannatech. Elder brings a wealth of experience to his new role, over 10 years of experience in direct selling and executive leadership positions. Prior to joining Mannatech, he served as the Chief Operating Officer and as the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer at a prominent health and wellness company, where he spearheaded numerous successful initiatives that drove revenue growth and market expansion. His ability to build high-performing teams, develop innovative marketing campaigns, and forge strategic partnerships has consistently delivered exceptional results. Steve earned his master's degree from Brigham Young University with a focus on accounting. He's an exceptionally driven leader with a proven framework for executive leadership called principle-centered leadership, developed over an exhausted, lifelong quest for greatness in self and others, turning around companies and unlocking individuals' potential. He is married to his beautiful wife, Lorene, and has 5 children. He's a huge music fan and loves to arrange and compose music on the piano in his spare time. So, Steve, that gave me goosebumps. I'm looking forward to just sitting back and learning. And I'll come back on, everybody. There's an opportunity for questions at the end, but over to you, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Thank you.
And hello to all of you. I apologize for being in a car. I'm not driving. My beautiful wife is driving. We are headed down to see her parents. We are helping host a conference event tonight here in the US, as well as with some Korean friends in Korea. And so we are on our way to that. And so I'm so grateful, though, that we could have this time together and that I can still be with you, even though we're in the car. The introduction, I had to smile, the formal bios that they give. Good morning, Gloria. The formal bios that they give are always so nice, but I would love to emphasize the last part really of who I am. For those who may not have met me yet, I know I have been on a few of the leadership calls before. But I would say the most important part of who I am is I am Steve Elder, Lorene Elder's husband. She doesn't want me to do this all the time. That's my beautiful wife, Lorene, right there. She and I have been married 32 years this August. And as it said, we have 5 children. Oldest is 30, our youngest is 17. We have 1 left at home. And we have some exciting things, just a little more about our family. Our daughter, who is 21, is getting married May 1st. So just a little less than 2 weeks from now, we are going to have our daughter be married, and we're so excited for our new son-in-law to come into our family. We also have all our children. We're very proud of them. Our second child, our oldest daughter, Mallory, she has had a grandson a little less than 2 years ago, September 2022. His name is Hudson. He visited us today, and he brings us so much joy. And she is pregnant with her second, and we just found out this week it's going to be a little boy. So Hudson is going to have a little brother, 2 little boys, 2 little grandsons, and definitely Lorene and I love our grandson and our upcoming grandson. So our grandchildren make us very, very happy. And today, our son, our 30-year-old son, let us know that he has asked his girlfriend to marry him. And she said yes. So we have another marriage coming. So we are just fully blessed and so grateful for our family. So that is who I am. And we live in Utah in the United States. I was born and raised in Seattle, and Lorene was born and raised in Southern California, just outside of Los Angeles. So that is our family. And I am excited to be a part of the Mannatech family for sure, to be serving alongside Landon, our CEO and president, and of course, Al Bala, who is with us still, is our key strategic advisory board member, Mr. Stan Frederick, the chairman of the board, and so many wonderful, wonderful people that I get to work with in corporate, but also with you. I also have been so grateful to have met Sinead, and we are so blessed that she is back with us. Aren't we all excited about that? If you're excited that Sinead is back, put a 1 in the chat so I can see that, because I know that she is there. Oh, multiple ones from Diana. Sinead, are you seeing this? The excitement, yeah, she's amazing. She's already just brought an energy and a fire, not only to Australasia, but to Australasia back around the world. So we're so excited for her leadership and what she has already brought and the vision and plans that she has. And I'm excited for her. Plan is essentially to get out of the way because she is so powerful in what she does. So Sinead, again, gratitude, grateful you're with us as our general manager for Australasia, and you're doing such a wonderful job. Yes, Kelly, we are so excited and relieved that Sinead is with us. So my hope for today, and I want to have opportunity for questions, but I wanted to give you just a little bit more of my view and how we see things here at Mannatech. So as many of you, as I got to introduced at the beginning to Diana and Sharon and Gary, and we just talked a little bit, I know many of you have been with us for many, many years, and what an honor it is to be in this esteemed group with such a passion and commitment for Mannatech. And I know there's so many reasons, 25 years, yes. So just like Chris, please put in the chat how many years you've been with Mannatech. It's popping up on my screen, gives me a chance to get to know you. So please tell me how many years. Thank you, Karen, Sharon. Put those there so I can see. But to have such an esteemed group that has been such a part of Mannatech is so exciting to me. And I know you've been through a lot. So as you heard, my role is head of global sales and marketing. And again, my job is not to necessarily direct at the market level. Sinead's amazing, you all amazing, you know your businesses and you know what to share. But I do know that I am working with the team as I listen around the world to find the essence of our story. And you all know what that is, but how can we tell it in a fresh way, in a new way that can attract new leaders and new customers and this new way that people want to get. So let me share a little bit about how I'm seeing things and how we're sharing this story. Sinead mentioned that she has a presentation. Sinead, you're welcome to share this with everyone. We need youth, Kelly. That's great. And it is key, the different demographics, right, Kelly? How we communicate, the channels that we communicate in. Some of them want fast 15-second type messages. So how do we tell such a powerful message about what Mannatech has to offer? And so what we're doing, what I have done, but not alone, is work with the GMs like Sinead and many of these wonderful, brilliant people around the world. And my focus to help drive growth from sales and marketing is always about the new associate. So the thing I always like to say, especially to a group of leaders who have been here for a long time, and I know you'll understand the heart that I say it, for us to grow, it's not about you, it's all about the new, right? If you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. It's new leaders, it's new blood, it's new excitement and energy. And as they come, which of course helps our businesses grow and helps you rank up and continue to achieve, but it creates that fire and energy that builds this momentum. And so we are zeroing in on a simple message. I attended the World Health Day and was hosting that with Dr. Nugent today. I don't know if you weren't able to go. I'm not sure if the timing worked out with your time zone today. You're going to see a recording of it. But Dr. Nugent is amazing, isn't he? I mean, anytime you hear him speak, you always realize how powerful health is and how powerful our products are. But it's also somewhat difficult for a new associate to really feel comfortable to share what we do when you listen to what Dr. Nugent teaches, because it's so advanced, very important for our science, but also very advanced. So when I focus on the new associates, I always use this guideline, this principle, which is kindergarten simple. I always encourage people, I love the story, can you make it kindergarten simple? And how do you know if it's kindergarten simple? If a kindergartner can say, I get it, or even better, if a kindergartner could get it and even start to repeat it back to you. And I know that's a pretty extreme example, excuse me, but it helps force the discussion to say, how do we do that? How do we make it so simple? And then when you get to that aspect of simplicity, then you can pull back from it and create some very exciting and fun marketing materials. So let me share with you a few things that are happening around the world. First, I'll start with this simple story. So I'm going to talk a little bit as if I was on stage and talking to you a little bit. And even again, there's slides to go. But for tonight, because we're in motion, I just want to tell you from the heart how I see the story. I always begin with, what do you live for? What do you, your best life? And I know you've used that and talked to many people about that. How do you know when you're living your best life? And as I've traveled around the world and spoken with hundreds, if not thousands of people, I always ask this question, what do you live for? And I get various answers for sure. Different things, goals that they want to do. But as I keep peeling back the question, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? I always get to the same single answer anywhere I go around the world. And that answer is to have more joy, to have more joy in my life. And so people are looking for joy. And as we at Mannatech help people live their best life, which is our vision, it is our goal to help people live their very best lives. We do this by helping people do four things: feel good, look good, do good, and live good. And I can explain each of those four things. But again, the essence to help you live your best life and how Mannatech can help you is we have ways to help you feel good, look good, do good, and live good. So let's start with feel good. The foundation of everything that we do is glycans. They are glycans. Not many people know what glycans are. Simply put, and I know there's some, when I'm about to say, I think so many people don't like us to refer to them as sugars, but it does help create some interest and curiosity, which I'll explain later. So just know I'm aware of this. But it's a simple, well, it's not as simple, it's a complex sugar that works to help your cells communicate. Just like I'm using a cell phone right now to talk to you, if all of you, I'm sure, have a cell phone, have any of you left home without your cell phone? Let me ask this question, and felt like a part of you was missing? Again, if that's true, put a one in the chat, because I know I have, and you're looking for your cell phone and you almost have to go back home and find your cell phone. It's become a part of who we are, right? So that cell phone is like us. It's like our body. It's a part of us. And if it's not working, if there's a problem in the communication, something in the network, something on the phone, it's not upgraded, it's not current, and slows everything down, that causes problems for us to communicate with people we love, right? Oftentimes, for example, I'm here with my beautiful wife, and let's say I know a storm is coming, but she's not aware that a storm is coming. So I'm trying to call her, but her cell phone is not working. And so I can't reach her. The storm will likely hit her and she'll be unprepared and have to deal with the fallout. Maybe it's a rainstorm and she gets wet and then she gets cold and then she gets sick, right? The importance of communication, to have those cell phones communicating so quickly and so rapidly, is very, very important to live, right? That is the same thing that we need to be able to have our bodies live. So when we talk about living your best life, we focus on the building blocks of life, which are cells. Cells make up our bodies. Cells, groups of cells make tissues. Groups of tissues makes organs. Groups of organs makes the systems in our body. If you break it down, it goes to cells. And glycans, if you haven't heard of those, are key aspects of our body that helps those cells talk to each other, just like the cell phones. And at the same time, just like I gave the example of my wife, Lorene, if a storm's coming, if I can connect with her, she says a storm's coming, well, I better put up an umbrella or I better put on a jacket. That is the same thing as our bodies having what's called a balanced immune response. Your immune system can respond, put up an umbrella, put on a jacket, to help you ensure the extra help that you need to make sure you stay healthy and not get sick. Remember, the storm hits Lorene, she gets sick. We don't want that. That doesn't help you live your best life, doesn't help you feel good. So cells, phones talking to make communication happen, and then knowing and being able to help the body make those umbrellas or the coats or that what you need to have a response to your immune system. Those are just a couple of the ways that glycans help you live your best life. There's so many other things that glycans do. They help with brain health, they help with memory, they help with recall, they help with digestion. There's many studies in science that we've done. Mannatech is a world leader in glycan technology and how it can be used for human health. We have in our history more than 150 patents related to this technology, with more than 90 still active, to show you how forward thinking we are in this innovation, to apply them in our products to help your cells talk. Because simply put, you get your cells talking, everything else works better. If I'm communicating with my wife, everything else works better too in our relationship, right? It's the same thing, how important that communication is. So glycans are the foundation. Those complex sugars are the foundation that helps you feel good. And our number one most popular product, the powerful product that helps you take advantage of these glycans and to help your cells communicate and keep a balanced immune response at a minimum, is Ambertose. Ambertose is the world leader in glycan nutritional supplementation. It's been with us for years, more than almost all 30 years of our existence, and it's all over the world with hundreds of thousands of users. So many stories. If we had time, I'd bring many of you on to tell me your stories. I have my own story that I would like actually to share with all of you. Remember my son, my 30-year-old son, his name is Braxton. Well, his now fiance, Tori, has a very serious autoimmune deficiency. Now, again, this is not something I would normally say publicly. We're in a little private call, but Ambertose has absolutely changed her life. And she has told me the same. She says, this has made a huge difference in what I'm able to do. I personally know the power of this product from what it can do in my own family. So I believe in the power of this science. I believe in the power of the products. And I know for my now future daughter-in-law, I will never, never let her not have this in her life. And what's wonderful about that is she's so excited about how this impacts her life. What happens? She shares it with everyone she knows. She works in a doctor's office and she shares it with her doctor about this amazing technology that she discovered. And now the doctor wants to talk with me about Mannatech to understand its power and if it's something he can put in his clinic. So again, you see how powerful our stories are. I digress a little bit, but I share that with you so you can see how important it is for us to share this message. If I go back to the simple story, that is the power of how we help people live their best life and help them feel good through the power of our glycans, specifically Ambertose. But we also have such complementary nutritional, vital nutrients, nutritional supplements to go right with Ambertose. What that is, just like I have this cell phone. I don't know how many of you are Apple cell phones or maybe Android cell phones. So I use Apple. Put it in the chat if you're Apple or Android or something else. But I use Apple products. And because I use Apple products, I don't go use Android applications, right? This ecosystem, how everything works together, is very important for me to be able to operate and move. That is the same thing for us. Mannatech works to complement and put its products together in an ecosystem, glycan blends, very specific ingredients to ensure leveraging the power of glycans, especially working with Ambertose, for us to be able to ensure that the base of the cellular cells talking, in addition to the nutritional supplements, will ensure that you feel good. So that's how our nutritional supplements and the number one product, Ambertose, helps you feel good. I see more Androids than Apple there in Australasia, so that's a great data point for me. So helping you live your best life, we help you feel good. Now we also help you look good. I've explained how powerful glycans are to help your cells talk. You actually also have glycans in the cells in your skin to help it maintain hydration, elasticity, a youthful glow. So the same expertise that Mannatech brings to glycan technology in your supplementation, we also have created a skincare routine, skincare products that help you look good, but not just based off of glycans. And we've been very successful with our glycan skincare products. We now, as you know, in Australasia, have a skincare line that combines glycan technology with the world trending advanced Korean beauty technology. Yes, Lumi, right, Sinead? Luminovation. It's the combination of Korean beauty. They are so forward thinking and so technologically advanced Their whole focus, if you're not familiar with Korean beauty, its whole focus is to essentially make makeup not necessary, right? That's their goal. And so they work so hard in the skincare routine to have that luminous glow. They call it either a cloudy skin look or a glassy skin look. Our illumination line is a glassy skin look to help you take advantage of that Korean beauty technology along with the glycan technology that Mannatech has with its patents. So we have that skincare to help you look good. We also have a weight loss system to help you look good for those who would like to lose a few pounds and get healthy in that regard as well. Of course, all that we do there is to ensure we sequence and infuse glycan technology in weight loss, because of course you want to leverage that cellular health, the cellular communication, and optimization of absorption that you get from those products while you're going through your weight loss journey. It all works together with the power of glycans to help you live your best life. You want to feel good with the power of glycans, ambertose, and nutritional supplements, and you want to look good with Luminovation, Korean beauty, and glycan technology, as well as True Health, our weight loss system, all based on the glycan technology. So that's helping you feel good, and it's helping you look good. Now, the third thing that I said that Mannatech does to help you live your best life is to help you do good. Now, many of us all over the world want to have a deeper purpose, right? We all purchase products, we all do things to live, but we want to help other people around the world. There's so much need. And we are so pleased that Mannatech has created a foundation called M5M that stands for Mission 5 Million. Mission 5 Million. And that mission essentially is to eradicate childhood malnutrition. Many studies have shown that many children, millions of children, die from malnutrition each year around the world. So our mission is to make that essentially zero. And our goal is to nourish and provide 5 million meals based on glycan technology and our nutritional supplementation expertise to help move that to zero. And you can help with M5M and helping to do good in 5 ways. So Mannatech partnered with M5M. Every donation, there's 5 ways you can help. The first way you can help is just a donation with purchase. And it happens naturally with all the purchases that people make with Mannatech products all over the year, all over the world. A portion of those proceeds are donated to M5M to purchase the PhytoBlend product at cost, of course, so it can be distributed to the children and used for them to be able to have that nourishment throughout the year. So there is you, just for purchasing even just one product, are helping to feed children with nourishing, with nutrition and glycan-based nutrition. That's just one of 5 ways. Donate through consumption. But through the M5M Foundation, you actually can donate additional money if you would like to. There's recurring payments you can do to contribute each month to help children, because there's more need than we can just even provide through donations with purchase, right? There's 5 million children a year. So there's opportunities to have recurring donations made and contribute additional money. That's the second way. The third way you can help, and this is happening all over the world, is to do fundraisers. What's popular right now seems to be walks. We just finished a walk. We were together with a lot of our North American leaders in Tulum, Mexico, and we did a walk for M5M, and we called it 5 million steps. So every step was to represent our goal for us to nourish a child with a nourishing meal. 5 million steps. And those type of fundraisers are being organized. They're organized in Europe. They're being organized in the United States. We'd love to have that also in Australasia. Just organize that fundraiser, whatever donations people would like to contribute to the cause. And you can put that back to m5mfoundation.org to help feed the children. It's been such a wonderful way, and people realize how powerful M5M is as a part of Mannatech and at the core to help these children. Not just the products that help people, but we help the children, and it blesses you in your service, knowing you're doing it with your effort. So those are 3 ways. There's actually 5 ways you can help through M5M. Donate through purchase. You can do additional donations or recurring donation. You can do a fundraiser. If you want to go even further, and this takes a little coordination, you can do a packing party. Our partners, kids around the world. and our Phyto blend is put with those, you could actually help create the actual meals that are sent around the world and organize a packing party. We've done this with 100 people and tables, and they send all the materials and the proteins and the Phyto blend and the bags. And it's just a beautiful operation knowing you're creating for those children the packets that actually will be given to them and their families. So a packing party, fundraisers usually associated with that to be able to pay for the that you're building, but then to bring a group together to do that is such a powerful experience, to have a packing party. And then finally, the fifth way, Patsy, I'm glad that you've done that. Isn't that powerful? I've done that too. Lorena and I have done those. It's such a powerful experience. And then the fifth way you can help is actually join us on an outreach trip, a mission trip to personally deliver the meals to the families. Yes, that is possible. You can do it. You can coordinate that through m5mfoundation.org. You can actually, if you choose to, join in a particular, we can work with you. This is something we're putting in place that you can have your own trip with your teams, that you can schedule, do a fundraiser and attend. There's just wonderful ways that you can serve. So I share that with you because many times people only know Mannatech because of our amazing glycan technology, but M5M is just as powerful, which is why it's a third pillar of our story, that we not only help people live their best lives by helping them feel good and look good, but we also help them do good through such a powerful organization as M5M. And then the last thing, the last pillar that we do to help you live your best life is to help you live good. And ultimately, what we know from that is life is about relationships, isn't it? If it's about joy, joy comes from relationships. Like this woman right here, she makes me very, very happy. And so those relationships are so important, right? So it's about this community, and it's about helping each other. It's about those in life, if they have additional financial requirements, need additional income, we have that opportunity. As you all know, Mannatech with glycan technology, not many people are familiar with it still. Even though it's been around for more than 30 or 40 years, it's still relatively new in the scientific community, people to share with others. So instead of investing marketing dollars and billboards and advertising, we look to partner with other associates to share this message with them and their friends. And then we pay a commission on all products that they share or sell to their friends to help share this message. So those are financial opportunity. There's a wonderful community. I just talked about traveling to Tulum. You can travel the world through incentive programs. You have wonderful incentive opportunities you can do in Australasia. It's a powerful group. It's that opportunity to experience joy and like-mindedness as a people who want to help each other in this community, to help the children and spread the message of the power of glycans. That helps us live good, right? Financial opportunity, friendships, love, travel. That's what life is really all about. And so Mannatech completely has all of those things to help people, going back to our vision, to truly live their very best life, to live good, to feel good, look good, do good, and live good. So we always say, come with us, come join us, come and see our products, come and help with M5M, and come and belong to this wonderful worldwide community of a wonderful group of people, passionate, purpose-driven people trying to make a difference in the world. So thank you, Gloria. And that's actually the end of the story. There is slides that go along with that Sinead has, just some beautiful slides that were designed, again, with the marketing standpoint. You'll see the colors are bright. They're there to truly emit joy. I've studied the aesthetics of joy, and you know that there's particular colors that are proven to help people feel and connect. All of those things are about what we're doing, and you see changes coming in our marketing, in our storytelling. You're going to see even stronger focus in our messaging and product development surrounding glycans, and so much more as we continue to update our websites to see this messaging that I'm sharing with you. But the core I'm going to emphasize, and I see Sharon, you pop back on, the centerpiece of it all is still glycans. Glycans and that glycan technology really is the enabler to do all of those things. And as I've learned about it by coming here, I also, and of course, the personal experience with Tori, my future daughter-in-law, it is a powerful thing. So thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to how I'm thinking about and sharing the story. And thank you for all of you who continue to share this message so faithfully for so many years. It's still so needed, and there's so much more we need to do. So Sharon, I would love to answer questions or just talk to anyone who would like to, but that's what I was hoping to share tonight.
Awesome. Awesome. Amazing, Steve. And I know there's so much gratitude and heartfelt emotion in this group that's able to be here live today. Now, there are a few questions, and a lot of them will have a fiscal response, I think, in that some of the discontinued projects, some of the ones that people have loved forever, like Immunistart and the Impact Mannatech, that kind of thing, are they gone forever, or is there a financial goal that needs to be reached, or what's the background for that?
So they're not gone for nothing's ever forever, can be forever, right? So if it's you use the word fiscal, I would say that that's the driving force, right? There's, as we all know, there's minimum order quantities, inventory management. You don't want to throw away product. Sales really does determine availability of product. So Sinead, of course, has been advocating for all of you, looking at our product mix and asking us to revisit and look at different opportunities of products that might be better served to come back into the market. I won't speak to anything detailed, but we just have to go through the process for analysis and make sure we can justify that there's enough demand to be able to bring any product back that might be a back. We do this all the time. We do tests. We're doing a test in North America right now for a product that was high demand that they would like to have back. So we're testing through a pre-order process to tell if there's really demand for that. And if it passes that test, we'll bring it back. And I share that with you to say, no, we will bring products back if the demand is there. We just have to go through a process.
Okay, and I think part of the problem historically has been Australasia's very strict ingredient limitations. Yes. And so that we can't even, it's not really a way to get overseas products. Because I buy some products here in the health food and they've just put an Australian label on it, but it is underneath that label is an international label. But obviously those ingredients are okay by the TGA. So is there any opportunity for any of our products that could come in as part of an international stock list?
Yes, there's always that possibility as well. And I think, again, that's where I'd encourage you to talk with Sinead, lay out a strategy or at least what your recommendations are. She, as we all know, is very determined. And if there's a good argument and a good way for us to justify, I think there's a way that we can, again, at least consider bringing some of those products back. We may not be able to do it quickly, but at least put it on a roadmap so you know what to plan for.
Awesome. And do you happen to know the timeline for the new formula of True Shape? The Shake, sorry, I think I got that wrong. I'll have to go skim back to the question. For the
Sorry, which product?
True Health group of products. I missed the question, sorry. Kelly, what was it? Can you type it again? But while I'm waiting for Kelly to clarify that, what about, there's also really consistent desire for mannatechscience.org to come back. Is that on a timeline at all?
So mannatechscience.org itself is not on a timeline to come back. What we're planning, part of the challenge with that is what was required to maintain that site and the resources to continue to do it. What I've directed, we have some initiatives to revamp our main website, and I've asked for a scientific section to be added there, so it's found on the main website as opposed to a separate website. I do know there was some desire for some separation to have Mannatech Science, but currently we're not planning to bring the website back, but we want to bring the purpose and content of that website through a standard general mannatech.com website.
Okay. And so I have a medical background, and our science is part of our point of difference. Will that development on the website outline that?
Yes. Yes. Back to my point about glycans being the central part of our message, the same thing that you're saying, science being a key differentiator and a pillar in our brand. Absolutely. That is a big part of what we're trying to reset. If you look at some of the websites, there's so many different points of messaging that we have. We are zeroing in on glycans and the science of glycans. And so that's why we want to have the next level detail for practitioners and scientists and those who want to go deeper as a reference point.
Awesome. And question related, do we still have a scientific advisory board? Are they active or?
Yes, we have it. The second part of your question, active, I don't think they're as active as they've used to. So that is something we are also evaluating. Dr. Nugent, of course, is still with us. It's still an active chair, but we need to look at possibly reorganizing that board under his leadership.
Hmm. I've got personal experience with that. I know how that goes.
Yes.
And to clarify the question that I got switched in my brain, it's TruePlenish, the new formulation of TruePlenish. Is it on a timeline for Australia, or is there ingredient problem, or do you know that? Might not.
I do not. I actually don't know the answer
Yeah.
about the timeline for TruePlenish. But again, sorry, Sinead. I would encourage Sinead to follow up on that with our supply chain team and can get you more clarity.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions that everybody, unless, so if I missed one of your questions, put it in quick. Sinead's saying that formulation still needs a bit more work to tweak for our lovely TGA. Might have a
That's
love-hate
right.
relationship with them.
Thank you, Sinead. I knew she would know.
Yeah. So what would you like to, oh, a question about international ordering, not for resale. Is there any way that we can organize that?
There's always a way. We just had an NFR. We have an NFR program we're implementing and trialing for Latin America. So that process, I know there's always different steps involved for Australasia, but my point is we are very open to organizing and looking into NFR programs. So again, you're going to hear the same. I encourage Sinead to make a note to take a look at that and see what options are and how that would be put in place for Australasia.
And another question that's popped in regards to filtering some of the old negative and sometimes false information around Mannatech and Ambertos in particular, is there any strategies that could be supported with that? You know,
So
when you
filtering,
Google
so
Mannatech,
SEO.
there's a lot of negative, yeah.
Yeah, so for the SEO type thing, absolutely. Again, I am partnering and working with new digital marketing partners for us to be able to leverage and improve upon our SEO results, because I am very well aware of those challenges.
Awesome. So, Steve, what's in your heart to leave the Mannatech leadership with today?
You know, I think it's a great question. Thank you for asking. If I'm looking into my heart, as I have the opportunity and the blessing to speak to leaders all over the world, one of the most powerful things that we have is what unites us, right? There's let me put it this way. I think we all see, even in our own hometowns, that people are searching for a light. They're searching for people and others who believe as they believe, that can bring a light and joy and goodness to life. There's so many good things, but we also have so many challenging things. And even in business, we have challenging things at Mannatech. Many of you have been here for many years, know how many things over the years and the challenges we have. But when we are united in purpose and united in that commitment to serve, which I guess is similar to purpose, it elevates us to such a higher level that we then, not that we're not ever attacking the problems and working through inventory and all of the things, but it takes our hearts to a whole nother level. You asked me what was in my heart, so I was thinking about my heart. And I was like, my heart always wants to feel more light and always hopes that I'm being a light somewhere every day. And then at the same time, how are we as leaders uniting to remember that higher and purpose, to let that govern and let that drive us? I'll share just a small example. As we all know, we get those M5M trips. And as we were in Tulum, Mexico, we had the opportunity, 75 of us, to go to a community center. And they had organized a carnival. And these children, we were not allowed to take pictures, or if we were, with their permission, we were not allowed to post on social media. Because these children, we were told, have come from difficult circumstances. Some of them, excuse me for saying, some of them from child trafficking, sex trafficking, family situations with drug cartels and things like that. And to be with those children, to just be a light for them that day, to play with them, to do, three-legged race, to do the potato sack jump, to just play games, just to see them smile. That was probably one of the highlights of the trip. Just to know that you could be a light for a few hours to some people who have a struggle. And of course, children being the most important. I share that story because it struck me and struck Lorene, and of course, every time we do that. But that same need for light, I see it everywhere in the world. And when we bring light, whether it be through our products, whether it be through M5M, serving together, whether it be just to be a friend, to say, I see you, I care about you, and to cry with you, or to laugh with you, or to just sit with you, that is the type of what Mannatech legacy that I have seen and heard for so many years. And I just share my heart to say, let that always still be the guiding light of what we're doing. And as we all remember and unite as leaders to keep that at the focus, man, there's so much good we can do. And while we do that, we'll solve the problems. But there's something about that that keeps the problems in perspective, you know what I mean? Versus the bigger problems that we're all facing. So I think that's what's on my heart.
God bless you, Steve. I hope you have a lovely time tonight. And we're all very grateful for you sharing your time with us. And I hope we can have you again.
I would love to come again. Thank you all for having me. Thank you so much, Sinead. Thank you, Sharon, Diana, Gary,
Bye,
everyone.
Steve. Bye, Lorene. Thanks for everything.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.